No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show. Eat a bag of dicks.
If you buy a $300 30-foot skeleton thing for your Halloween decorations, I think you're kind of a dickhead. I'm going to go ahead and say that.
Oh no, baby! Oh no! Oh no!
I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about this and that. Oh, that's right. We are back with another edition of the Oh No Radio Show. This is your first time listening. My name is Owen. I am the captain of your shit ship, but along with me is mostly always, it's my good friend from the Great White North of Wisconsin, Ty. Ty, how you doing, my friend?
Yo! Yo!
That doesn't answer the question. I asked you how you're doing.
Yo!
Okay.
Yo. Pretty yo.
Fair enough.
I'm mostly yo today.
Mostly yo or mostly yo? Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later because there's a lot of yo going around. And,
yo.
And along with him and myself, that's my good friend Mikey B, who I just woke up from a nap.
Yeah!
Mikey B, are you fully awake yet? You got your Bang energy drink in you?
Oh, I switched to Triton energy drink.
Triton energy drink.
Yeah, they are currently the buy one, get one at the old Sevy.
Now, is there much of a difference between your Tritons and your Bangs or your Monsters or your Red Bulls? Where do you stand on all these? Like, what if it wasn't a price thing and one wasn't cheaper than the other? Which one would you get? Just out of curiosity.
Ooh, I don't. You know what? The Quake has like a really good black cherry. That is probably where I'd stay.
You're a Quaker.
Yeah, I'm a big Quake man. I'm a Quake man.
I like Quaker more, just because I feel like that would be the opposite of any religion that you chose to adopt. It would be that of the Quaker.
I would probably not be a Quaker. They're way too humble.
They are, yeah. Quaker,
not a humble man.
They don't do the drugs either. They don't. I don't think.
What?
I don't think you're even allowed. I don't think as a Quaker you're allowed to have Quake energy drink. I think even your
no caffeine.
I don't think so, right? I think that's
that is not the religion for me. You outlaw caffeine. No.
I feel like it's a no, like in the world of the Quakers.
It's a no for Mike B to be part of that religion.
Yes, I suppose it is.
It's like all those religions that outlaw bacon.
Oh,
not for Mike B.
No, not for me either. I've talked about my bacon fetishes for a long time, and fetish is the right word. I have a bacon. I have a thing for the bakes.
No, you are not alone. I love bacon.
I'll be a little bit of bacon.
Oh, how do you feel about pork belly? Since you are a bacon fan.
Pork belly is very much similar to the bacon that we get in the UK. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's more of like a backstrappy type deal in the UK. I'm never really sure of the exact type of meat or a cut of said meat, but it is a different bacon that you get in the UK, much more like a Canadian bacon, or you got some
Ham.
kind of you got some like fattiness on there. You got some, like a little. You want a little bit of the gristle. Is the way I want my bacon. Like I don't want
A little bit.
They call our bacon streaky bacon. That's what they call our bacon in the UK.
What?
Yeah, it's
Streaky?
streaky bacon.
Huh.
What you think about it, like it's streaky bacon. It's bits of meat with fat, right? In streaky, slim slices. Whereas in the UK, it's like more of a chunk of meat, like it's thin, but it's more like ham steaky in a sense. Is that? Oh, it's good.
You're offending my bacon sensibilities by all this.
Nah.
I will welcome all the bacon. I want that to be known that, I see all bacon.
Canadian, English, Mexican bacon.
All the bacon, yeah. I'm kind of with you on that one. Ty. But I will say tonight's show is I don't know. It started off with to me with a bit of an omen. Like I came in
First edition of Owens.
Well, something wasn't right. Like I fired up the studio. The studio's always got a bit of a strange noise to it, but tonight it was more prevalent than others. So I fired things up, and it's not playing nice with me. So I've got to do all sorts of work, and I'm jiggling cables. I'm making, I'm unplugging, plugging things in. And then my webcam stops working. So I'm like, fuck, like everything was just like rolling in at once. Then I realized that Mikey B hasn't responded to any of like the chat in a while.
What?
And it made me feel like, uh-oh.
What?
I know how this goes. When he doesn't respond about half an hour out from a show, I typically understand that means that Mikey B has been drinking all day and is falling asleep on the couch somehow and is not going to make the show. So I decided to, rather than wait for a response, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call him. I'm going to call this asshole. I'm trying to prevent you, Mike, from having to do another onion challenge or a challenge of sorts. Because if you would have missed, let's be real. Like you could have been on like the line for another challenge.
I had an alarm. It was going to go off about 3 minutes before the test call was supposed to happen. I'm planning.
Glad to see you give yourself a lot of time to prep for the show. And then on top of that, my router was giving me issues, so I had to reboot my router right before the show. And that in and of itself is just like, again, another bad omen that here we go. I've got 3 things happening all at once. And Mikey B, I think you owe me an actual thank you for keeping you out of the doghouse.
Owen wants to be thanked
Hold
for
on.
his...
Owen, you're 100% right. I appreciate your thought and consideration. Trying to keep me out of the next Owen onion punishment.
I don't think it will not be onions next time, by the way. We're going harder. Every time that this goes on and we have to initiate a new punishment, you do realize that they are going to get worse. You will not be able to just...
You really started hard with onions. That was almost unbearable. I really don't think if you make the challenge any worse, it's gonna work.
I do. You don't think I could find things worse than onions for you to eat? Because you seem to enjoy those onions a little too much for my liking, quite frankly.
Did you watch the clip? Have you rewatched that? It looked off. I looked in physical pain by the end of it.
I'm going to make sure that there's even more physical pain as time goes on, because we're going to have to get into like peppers. We're going to have to get into various things that I don't even want to mention just because it will. Yeah, I don't.
If I vomit in the first moments of the challenge,
well, that then I think I still win, don't I? Like I think that and so do the fans.
I'm just unsure that we can display vomiting on Twitch.
No, you can do that.
Yeah, is that
Oh, is that TOS? Okay, but listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I get it.
I don't know how that works. I don't know if you can do vomiting on Twitch or not, but we'll make sure to.
I think a vomit cam would be awesome. Like, clear plastic bag. There's a GoPro in the bottom of the trash can.
Oh, so you see it go in on top of it? Like...
That would be awesome. Yes. I have a GoPro still. I think I could send one to you.
Hey, check it out. There's Ty's contribution to the show. Hey man, here's the vomit
You
cam.
can.
He puts it in the box. It's like, here's the vomit cam. Hope it works out. Just put it in a plastic bag. Ty.
You have to press play, dude. There's,
Also, Also, send me postage for this, please, because I don't have any money, and I need postage for the vomit cam. Like I going out of my way here. Yeah. And can you give me gas because I had to drive to the post office?
Also, I didn't include a return label, so you're kind of on the hook for that too.
Oh shit!
But I do
that's
want
a good
it back.
reminder.
I do want it back.
I do.
At the top of the show, I mentioned that I think people that are have you seen this thing I'm talking about? It's all over Facebook with the seasons changing and with Halloween coming up. There, I believe it's Home Depot or Lowe's are offering this Halloween decoration that is literally like a 25, 30 foot skeleton that stands outside your house. Have you seen this?
I thought it was a 12-foot skeleton.
No, it's bigger than that, man. Do you want me to? I'll look it up. I think
12 feet.
no.
30 feet is a lot of feet.
Maybe it is.
A 30-foot tall skeleton in your yard would dwarf your house.
All right, let me see. Skeleton decoration. Let me see. Let's see if we can find it here. Because it's
How did this?
Go ahead.
Where did you see it? How did this offend you?
Well, I saw it on Facebook. I saw that somebody was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like $300 or something.
Shit.
Yeah. It's a real expensive decoration here. Oh man,
I wonder, like, the incremental charge. Like, once you get up to like, so okay, if it truly is a 30-foot tall skeleton, when you get to like the 15-foot skeleton, is that like $200? And then the jump from the 15 to the 30-foot skeleton is only $100. So why not make the jump to the 30-foot skeleton? At that point, the dollar to foot ratios are going way down. So it's a really good deal at $300.
Yeah, I can't find it right now. Okay, maybe it is. You're right. Maybe it is a 12-foot skeleton. Maybe you're right. Yeah, I think it is. It seemed bigger than that. Yeah, it is the one. It's got LED life eyes or whatever life eyes are. And
okay, but still, a 12-foot tall skeleton. Imagine if me standing on top of my own head was just standing out in your yard.
It's a pretty tall,
That's
dude.
2 Mike B's tall.
Yeah.
Worth of skeleton.
I feel like if you get that, you're a try hard and fuck you. That's kind of my hard take, and I'm gonna stick by it. That's the hill I'm gonna die on. Is if you get this 12-foot skeleton, we can't be friends anymore. You're not in my crew, and I'm not into
all right,
it.
Owen. I want to pitch to you the idea that would make this skeleton thing okay.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so you have the 12-foot tall skeleton on one side of your front lawn. Now you have to build a giant cloak and like some wizardy things for the skeleton. And now the skeleton is like a lich. He's like an evil wizard skeleton.
Okay. Kind of grim
now-
reapery type of thing, almost.
Yeah. Now you also have to buy like a boatload of regular human-heighted skeletons and maybe mini skeletons and regular skeletons. And you have to make it look like the super tall skeleton is commanding an army of skeletons across your lawn.
That's slightly cooler, but I want a remote control. If it was a remote control 12-foot skeleton that could walk kind of like a mech, like through my yard. now I'm
Everybody
back
wants
in.
that.
Now I'm back in. But if it's just like a regular old skeleton just standing there and he's got spooky eyes or whatever.
Oh,
nah.
and you and every single other Halloween freak in the world wants that.
Well,
A 12-foot tall mechanical mech skeleton.
that's what I think you need to do. That is, for me, the way
There's no argument out of the other side of the camp, Owen. There's no opposite camp to this.
Also, how would you feel if you were like a 4-year-old kid, like your first trick-or-treating experience, and a 12-foot skeleton started walking at you down
I'd
the
be
driveway?
fucking terrified.
Hell yeah.
It sounds pretty great. I don't know what you guys. I mean, come on. Like, if I was a kid, I'd be like, "That is the coolest shit I've ever seen."
$300 though. $300. I guess my
$300 is okay for a mecha fucking skeleton, but for just a regular skeleton that's just standing there, fuck that.
Yeah.
For just 12 foot of plastic.
Listen, I can ethically source some real bones. I got some of that shit in my backyard. I got some bones. Whatever.
I feel like you could do it a lot. You could probably do it a lot cheaper. I'm not gonna ask why Ty has all sorts of real bones in his yard because
things die. They got bones.
They're called drifters.
Yeah. We'll take 3 drifters and make one 12-foot skeleton out of it.
See?
I think we need at least 4 for the amount of leg bones that we're gonna need to make 12 foot.
I mean 5 to be safe because you're gonna fuck up like once or twice, and you need extra material to make
Just
sure.
kill a baker's dozen so that we're sure about it.
Yeah. And then we can make the mech out of it. Pair of stilts. We tie, we do a blackout suit, and the skeleton's around a person. Like, I want to be in the skeleton. I want to be able to walk in it myself.
Fuck yes.
That's that. Or I wouldn't. A remote control one would be cool too.
No, I want like a full Mad Max skeleton suit that's all fucking like diesel powered and shit.
I guess my problem with it the most is it's like Halloween used to be. It was cooler almost when people made their own decorations. Like when you go
people
around,
still do that though.
Yeah, but like you're cheating when you buy the 12-foot skeleton and put it outside your house. You're cheating, and it also like. It's kind of a dickhead move because that person has money. That person has money to be able to afford a $300 Halloween decoration, right?
All right, but Owen, the 12-foot skeleton I bought from Lowe's, and I'm not shitting on anybody, but that 12-foot skeleton you bought from Lowe's looks better than the 12-foot skeleton that Tom built in his garage.
No.
No, you want to be like, oh, he handcrafted it. Oh, it looks better. It doesn't. The one you bought from Lowe's looks super like a skeleton, and the one that homeboy built in his garage looks like it was built in a garage.
You're telling me I can't make Bobo gravestones and put rest in peace
No.
Mikey B on them in my yard?
That stuff is
like,
fine.
'cause
That stuff is okay.
That's what Halloween's all about. Like, and it goes even further with Halloween because people will make costumes. They used to make their own costumes and get creative and like go to thrift stores and find things that would work for a costume. Now they just go to Party City or a Halloween type Spirit or whatever it is, and they buy the shit and they just throw on a mask and a robe, and that's
because instead of looking like second rate whatever you're shooting for, you can look like 100% of it. You can look exactly like whatever you're shooting for, and people don't care anymore. That's what they want. They want the quick.
That's my problem. That's everything that you're saying is exactly why I'm right. Is that people don't care anymore. People should, and I think at a time where we've got the Rona and people are unemployed, they should be going back to, your thrift stores and all like the do-it-yourself costumes and decorations rather than going to Home Depot and buying a $300 fuck-off thing where I'm just gonna be mad. I'm mad at you. Like, and if you go up to that house that has the 12-foot skeleton, they don't have like the best candy. Fuck those motherfuckers. We're taking that skeleton and we're bashing it with a baseball bat. Like, could you imagine?
They're raising people, by the way.
What?
They're raising people.
Oh, they're handing out raisins and toothbrushes. Remember? Oh, did you ever have those are the worst. They hand out raisins, toothbrushes.
I did have a neighbor that used to hand out Capri Suns.
That's actually acceptable.
Which was cool. I was like, awesome. I'm slamming this Capri Sun right now.
Yeah, well, you've been eating candy as you go around the neighborhood all day. You're kind of a little parched. You want a little, refreshment. I'm not opposed to the Capri Suns. That's got to be kind of expensive too. Like if you're giving every kid in the neighborhood a Capri Sun.
What a Capri Sun?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know though, because a couple years ago when I went to a little festival I think I was at some ranch here in Florida, like north central Florida.
Okay.
Some guy brought like a whole fishing cooler full of like knockoff Capri Suns, like a literal like wide fucking cooler full of Capri Suns. I'm like, God damn, that must have cost you like a fuckload just to show up with that. And then he was just like, yeah, you can have one, go for it. Like, I don't care.
Well, I hope he didn't just bring him for himself. Like, that's
I just love Capri Suns. It's all I drink.
Yeah, it's all
Stay the fuck away from my cooler.
Yeah.
I would have to have like a padlock on that shit. I love a Capri Sun.
Mikey, you live in an apartment, right?
I do.
Your second story?
Mm-hmm.
I would love you to buy that $300 thing and just put it on your stairs in your apartment complex.
I couldn't even put it in the breezeway, like outside of my apartment, because the ceiling, because I'm like in between, there's 3 stories to our apartment
floors.
building.
Yeah, see, yeah.
There's not even 12 foot in between, like in between the floors. So I couldn't even. I'd have to like have it sitting
or like lean it over, so he's like leaning over to the balcony or something. Like,
yeah, it would have to be like super fucking creepy and ominous. It would be horrible.
I kind of dig it. I think that would be. I'd be all right.
I could just like put it hanging from the tree, like by noose.
You're not allowed to do that. I don't.
What? We're not allowed to hang skeletons because I don't like skeletons.
Don't think. I mean, maybe that's an urban legend. I always heard that was a urban legend that you're not supposed to hang. Like Halloween decorations by nooses in trees. It kind of gives a bit of a ominous impression of the type of person you are, I think.
That I don't like. I hang ghosts and skeletons because I don't like ghosts and skeletons.
Well,
What is it? Is it against the law to be prejudiced against ghosts and skeletons? I don't like them. I don't want them in my. I don't want them in my world.
I don't know.
Well,
Listen, this is the official hard stance to all you ghosts and skeletons out there.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Fuck
And
you.
I don't want you in my country. And I don't want you in my neighborhood. And if you move in next to me, ghosts and skeletons, I'm not gonna be fucking cool about it.
All you
Hard
ghouls,
stance.
all you ghouls, all you spooks, don't you? Wait, no,
Whoa.
you can't. Wait, no, you can't. No,
whoa, whoa,
I don't
whoa.
think you
Don't-
can say that
you
one.
can't hang spooks from trees. That is definitely not something you can do.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think there was one of those words in there that you can't technically say that you don't like because
Well,
it's not.
They're all this. They're spooky things. Like there's, you know, they're just. You know what I mean? I don't mean it like that. I don't. You know.
I'd also like to say open stance against vampires. I don't want you in my house. This is a public declaration.
Well, I don't.
You're not welcome in my house.
You
Don't
can't
come
invite
to my
them
door
in.
and ask.
You can't invite them in because they gotta be invited in.
Yep. This is
Yeah,
just a
but
public
they'll offer him
declaration.
alcohol and he will invite them in.
Yeah.
I'll say your alcohol. I don't even let the Uber guy in if I order alcohol. I'm like, I'll come out. I'll stay outside and you can deliver it to me outside. Just in case it's a vampire.
Would you party
I don't
outside
trust
with
them.
Would you party outside with a vampire? Like,
They can still bite you outside, right?
I don't know.
Or do they
Yeah.
have to bite me in my home?
Well, why
No,
is
they
there?
can bite you wherever they want.
But why do they
well then,
want to
yeah,
come
I'm probably
inside?
not gonna party outside. If I knew it was, if he was like, oh well, you could just invite me. If he was really insistent on me inviting him in,
What if he needs
yeah,
to
I'd
use the
probably
bathroom? He needs to use the bathroom. You know?
sorry, man, it's under construction. I can't let you in.
No.
You go back, just pee at the store, man. I'm sorry.
No vamps up in here.
You know what? You may be a person, but you may also be a vampire. I can't let you in, homie. Sorry.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, we'll move on a little bit from Halloween because I feel like as it approaches, we'll talk more and more about Halloween and our experiences as time goes on. But how do you feel about this? I have a friend of mine who posted, what was it? It was yesterday. They have started decorating, even though they still have some stuff outside for Halloween. They have started decorating inside already for Christmas and have already put the tree up.
That's too soon.
That's ridiculous.
You're jumping holidays.
Dude, and
Well, I mean,
you're not only jumping holidays, you're jumping multiple holidays.
So the special lady friend Dea.
Yeah.
She put a tree up, but it's a spooky tree. It's not a Halloween tree yet.
I have seen people do that. I don't agree with this, to be honest with you. And she
It
is
kind
not.
of made me cringe for a second, but she's into Halloween much more than Christmas, so she's using her black tree for a different purpose.
Now, will that same black tree be her Christmas tree through the whole season? Or will she take down that tree and put up a new tree?
No, it's the same tree, but I don't know if it'll stay up the whole time. Who's to say? I don't know.
Bullshit. That ain't coming down and going back up again. If you're putting up a tree now, you're leaving that through the end of, Halloween.
You'd be surprised, man. She gets a fucking motivational whip up her ass to.
Nah.
Oh,
Wait, where did it go?
For the record, she wasn't the
But,
person I was talking about, just to be clear.
No, I know,
But
I'm just saying.
like, because the one I'm talking about, like, they were putting up a legitimate Christmas tree, and I've seen people do, like, that are super big Halloween people. They've had like
the spooky tree.
a spooky tree and somewhere in their house for Christmas. Now, I don't think they usually put that up until it's Christmas season. It's usually, that's more of a, yeah, you wait until Christmas season to put up your spooky tree. You don't put it up for Halloween, do you? Is that the idea of the spooky tree?
Some people want to maximize the amount of time they can have this stuff up. You know that there are people in July that, like, as soon as fucking 4th of July is over, they're already pumping they're already pumping Halloween because they're like, now, oh yay, it's the stretch before Halloween. There's nothing left.
I think it's more acceptable up north than it is here in Florida, to me. Just because the weather is so much different and it hasn't changed at all yet. It doesn't feel like fall. Even to me right now, like, it's right at the cusp of being okay to put up Halloween decorations. It doesn't, like, we had 2 days that were slightly cooler. It dropped down to about 80 degrees and we were all like, oh my God, the fall's here. And then it's back up to, close to 90 again today. But yeah, like, you gotta, I don't know, I gotta be in the mood just personally. Like, I don't mind if you put them up. October 1st should be when you're allowed or should be okay to start putting up Halloween decorations. Then November you get into, of course, Thanksgiving, fall-y bullshit. And then from there, once Thanksgiving's over, you're cool to put up your tree. I always look down on people that put up their trees, prior to Thanksgiving. And there's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, they do.
I
Because
feel you.
there's no, like, huge decoration for for Thanksgiving other than, like, maybe a cornucopia on your table or some wild.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, the bus that took us to school drove by this house that was, like, right in the neighborhood in front of school, and it had this goose, like, decoration in front of the door, and they would redecorate it every season for whatever was happening.
Yeah.
And if it was just the random summer months, they'd put, like, a little beach tank top on it and, like, a beach ball with it.
Santa hat at Christmas. And,
yeah, they would do goofy stuff like that with this goose. But that was kind of always cool. But it was cool to see how, like, when there was no expectant holiday, they would just generally theme it to whatever season it was, I guess.
I guess I don't mind that so much because fall.
But that's a singular goose, like, next to your door.
That's you're not doing your whole house already. You're not putting up the lights and everything. I've heard that with Thanksgiving, a lot of people and families in particular will only get together, right? Like maybe like the family will just get together for Thanksgiving and won't get together for Christmas or like one or the other. So they want to get the photos done, so they'll put the tree up for like Thanksgiving so they can have the family photo by the Christmas tree and all that.
What? And then everybody brings your goofy Christmas sweater and you're like, oh, cool, we're all here for Christmas too. Yeah,
and they do like mini Christmas together. I mean, I get
what kind of family can get together for Thanksgiving but not Christmas?
I guess if you're only like, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is, because I've experienced this slightly. It's when you have two sets of in-laws, so you alternate back and forth. Like, hey, we're gonna go see mom's parents this Thanksgiving, so we'll see, dad's parents or whatever Christmas, and then next year we'll flip-flop it, so we see dad's parents at Thanksgiving and mom's parents at Christmas. Like, I think it's kind of like that. I don't know. Am I wrong? I think it's something like that. It's gotta be. It's gotta be something like that.
I know that for the few years before we stopped talking to them, my wife's parents, they were like, "Oh, well, if you come, like, we're gonna come over there for Christmas because you guys are gonna come over here for Thanksgiving."
Sure.
And we would flip-flop that year to year.
Well, it's the same type of thing.
But they almost always wanted us to come out there for Christmas, like, no matter if we came out there for Thanksgiving, either way. that's just every time we would
Yeah.
agree to like, okay, well, you got to come over here for Christmas. It would be, okay, we showed up for Thanksgiving. Yeah, but show back up for Christmas because it's just better this way. And I'm like,
Yeah, fuck that. Because guess what I want to do is drive to both parents on Christmas Day, and all my day is spent like in the car driving from place to place. Like we put our foot down a long time ago with both our families. It's like, no, me and Teresa do Christmas Day alone. You can come the day before, you can come the day after. That's totally cool. But Christmas Day, we ain't going nowhere. And if you do want to come on Christmas Day, you're not allowed to come over until like 3 in the afternoon. Like, it's just a thing. Like, I'm not showing up on Christmas Day and like wasting my whole day in a car. If you want to come, that's cool. No, that's fine as well. But you know,
I mean, usually it was cool because they would do they would do their thing Christmas Eve.
yeah.
But it was like, then we'd have to wake up and immediately like, all right, cool, we'll have breakfast real quick. And then we got to like be on the road because like my family wants to do stuff Christmas morning too. And they would like me to be there as well.
It gets
So
unfair for one side or the other, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just
it's
kinda
super
how it
hard to
is.
navigate unless you set up like your Christmas Eve, your Christmas Day, and the two shall not overlap.
Yep, 100%.
I think you're smart the way you did it, Owen.
Oh, dude, put your foot down. It was as soon as we got married. Before we were married, you know, whatever. You're going to have to kind of make some, you know, considerations. But once we got married, it's like, no, this is our day. We want to make our own traditions. We want to, you know, kind of just make it our own thing. And therefore, we don't really want to have to deal with anybody but us. And that's just that. Like, and we'll see you sometime around Christmas. You know, like, we'll have our own mini Christmas. And it's even more fun that way because you get to extend the holiday over a period of weeks, in my opinion. But we'll move on a little bit. And I think because you guys are, I wanted to ask you this, just because you guys are more movie dudes and are more familiar with, I guess, comic booky type shit than I am. I'm of course more on like the wrestling side of things. I heard some news today about a new spin-off show. I believe it's going to be on HBO Max that John Cena is starring in. And it's based around the Peacemaker, who is in Suicide Squad 2. Now, I haven't seen the first Suicide Squad, but I was just going to ask you, who the hell is the Peacemaker? Do you know who the Peacemaker is in, like,
Do you know?
comic book lore?
I'm not, see, that's the thing. I know like the top level of comic books, like the super base stuff.
Yeah.
I never got super into it. Like, it wasn't something that, I think because my real dad was so into it when he left, my mom was like, no comic books. No.
Yeah, I know. I don't know much about it. I think he's supposed to be kind of like a goofball character. I know Suicide Squad's in the DC universe. Again, I haven't seen that first movie, the Suicide Squad 1 or whatever, but
I saw it. It was Suicide Squad 1 was visually impressive. Like, I liked it.
yeah.
And the story was like, it was cool. I mean, most of what we were going to see, most of what I was going to see it for was just the action. And like, I wanted to see Will Smith play a superhero because Will Smith is cool to me.
It's on the darker side of things too, right? It's more PG-13y than it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of swearing. There's a lot of like dark humor. It's probably not the best for like little kids, but if you got teenagers, yeah, let them go see it. They might. It's not that bad.
I guess what the craziest part about this whole thing is that like Suicide Squad 2 has yet to be even released,
Right?
And
Yeah,
they've
it's not out
already and they've already got like a spin-off show based on the fan support of, oh my god, John Cena playing this role. And I'm like, well, why is this such a big deal? And that's what I was just trying to ask you guys and figure out.
Oh, I don't know. I think that might just fall on people's love for John Cena. I mean, does the guy still actively wrestle, or is he just a promotional figure
He
now?
does. It's been a while since he popped up. He did technically have a match at this past year's WrestleMania. I guess that's the last time that we've seen him, but it was a very obscure cinematic match. So, and before that, it was quite a long time. He pops up here and there, but doesn't necessarily. He's not part of the main roster anymore. Like he's not. He's more like The Rock. He's like the Hollywoodish type dude, more than he is an actual wrestler for sure.
Honestly, I think it might just be people's love of John Cena then. Whatever he did when he was a wrestler, whatever impression he must have made like an amazing long-lasting impression, because he's now getting immediate green lights on programs when a movie hasn't even come out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably been seen by all the right people who would want to make these decisions anyways, but to say that it should get like its own spin-off green lighted before the movie comes out, that just speaks to the level of love and appeal that they got for John Cena.
Or just, I mean, the amount of money they think that guy can draw. Like he is like, and everything that I've seen him in acting wise, he is pretty funny. Like he's always pretty good. Like, and I'm not even that big of a John Cena fan when it comes to the wrestling side. So I'm not going to go see a John Cena flick just because John Cena's in it. But have you seen that movie Blockers, or like Cock Blockers, essentially? Have you seen that one?
It's that's about the parents who are trying to stop their kids from having sex, right?
Yeah, and he plays one of those parents.
Yeah.
And he was funny in that. He was great. He was like the nerd dad.
Yeah, it was okay. That was okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do.
So Cena can flip the script. He can make. Well, I guess that's cool that he can make fun of himself. He's not so big and egotistical.
I definitely
that he
think
can't be like, I'll be the nerd dad. Okay, of course. I'll grow hair. Okay, of course.
Yeah.
Cena with hair looks weird.
He does. Trust us, especially as wrestling fans that are used to having him with his usual John Cena haircut. Seeing him grow it out has definitely been strange, but I don't know. Yeah, I was just asking you guys if you knew anything more about it and what this Peacemaker character is, and maybe there's a tie-in with something comedic there, or why it's such a big deal.
It rings like faint bells. I know it's I knew it was DC when you said it, but it's still, I don't remember shit about it.
Let me look up just Peacemaker DC and see if we can get
That's what I'm looking up right now.
General description. Okay.
Chimichanga. What's up, girl?
He's like a douchey Captain America.
Yeah, it sounds like the Peacemaker is Christopher Smith, a pacifist diplomat so committed to peace that he was willing to use force as a superhero to advance the cause. He uses an array of special non-lethal weapons and also founds the Pax Institute. Most of the villains he goes up against are dictators and warlords. So yeah, douchey Captain America kind of fits in with that. Smith later learns that his peace through violence efforts were the result of a serious mental illness brought on by the shame of having a Nazi death camp commandant for a father. He believes his father's spirit haunts him and continually criticizes his every move, even as he tries to live down his past. Okay, now I'm kind of into it.
Your Nazi ghost dad is criticizing you about not being a Nazi.
Well, because he's a pacifist, so he's like,
well, I can't wait to say who that cast is.
Right?
Nazi ghost dad. I want to know who that is.
Yes, yeah. If we can get casting on Nazi Ghost Dad.
Becoming a particularly deadly vigilante who would kill at the slightest notice, he begins to believe the ghosts of the people he killed or who were killed in his vicinity are collected inside his helmet and can offer him advice and commentary. For a time, the Peacemaker serves as U.S. government agent under the auspices of Checkmate, a special forces unit hunting down terrorists until his own behavior becomes too extreme. He eventually crashes a helicopter to destroy tanks by this. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is kind of cool.
I too dabbled in pacifism, not numb, of course.
But it's like but it's pacifism by violence. Like I guess is the
forceful pacifism.
It's the hypocritical nature of what he's doing gives that character a slight difference in edge, which you know what it's at least a different twist on the superhero world and character or what have you, archetype I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Would you like to? It looks like I found his one of his taglines. Would you like to hear one of his taglines?
Please, let's hear it.
I'm Peacemaker, and I'll kill to keep the peace.
Okay. Maybe.
Yep.
You know what? John Cena does seem to weirdly fit in this whole role, right? Because he's trying to do things like for the greater good, but he's also like beating people up and shit in the process. So, I don't know.
I wish I could show you the picture because they have a picture of him in costume. And I
have seen that.
Yeah.
It looks cheesy, right?
Yeah, I mean the big shiny helmet, and, like him pointing the gun at the camera. Yeah, it looks real goofy.
But maybe that's what they're going for, and I feel like that could play into the John Cena kind of like comedy or what have you. Yeah,
we'll see.
I hate it less after talking about it, to be honest with you.
After talking about Peacemaker, I think that'll be pretty funny. Hopefully,
it could work. Yeah, I could see it being. They would be missing the mark if it wasn't somewhat comedic, right?
In my eyes, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a little bit. It has to be. Ooh, well. We've done a long bit about nothing before this part. Should we do that thing that we occasionally do?
Wait, hold on. Let me find the Is it time to bring forth the clips?
Yes.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby.
Yeah, Clips is the time of the show where we take a look at all the random stuff we find on the internet. Just give me 1 second here, boys, while I find this week's Clips. I realize I've got stuff on this computer still from 2017 is still on this computer. Like, that's what makes it so hard for me to find shit at times. It's like, God, I probably don't need that. Don't.
Probably archive that stuff into a separate folder.
I probably do need to throw that on an external hard drive at times. Yeah, okay, so now that I've got that there, let me go ahead and throw up my Clips window, and as always, what do we need to do?
Oh, you should optimize. Optimize
for the Clips. Here we go.
Hi, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Optimize Christ?
Optimize Christ.
It's Christ 2.0, more streamlined Jesus for your modern day.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know any of what's about to come, so we're in this together, and
I think Jesus is about to come. Oh shit.
We're going to start off with Bryson Gray, gun-toting patriot. And I think you'll feel probably how this is going to go. So
Did I see that was featuring Forgiato Blow?
What's going on? God-fearing, gun-toting
Sure
patriots.
is.
I love the Second Amendment. God gave it to me. Not one politician, not one government.
Do you know who this guy is? No, I thought you you saying that you knew who the featuring was there.
That guy looks like some random gentleman who supports his own gun rights.
He does, which I've got no problem with. I'll check it out.
I mean, we know who gave you those gun rights, and it wasn't Jesus, but that's okay.
It was clearly clear. Jesus only died one time, and it wasn't for gun rights.
It was well documented when the Second Amendment was written.
They talk about it all the time, what he died for, and it was not guns. It was sins, right? I think.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was guns. You're wrong.
They constantly say sins all the time.
But they mean guns. That's what they mean. That's what they mean, bro.
Yeah,
oh shit.
Oh, an Obamagate t-shirt.
Pricing why they mad, cause I'm really maybe faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it.
It is odd when you see black dudes wearing "Make America Great Again" hats.
Trump flags.
Yeah.
And let me be fair, that was not a regular MAGA hat. That was a MAGA bucket hat.
Yep, that was which I hadn't seen before, an oversized MAGA bucket hat.
Yeah,
I've never
a little
seen
bit
a bucket
plush.
hat.
But these guys are
like a Kangol MAGA hat?
It's kind of Kangol, a little bit.
Oh, I'll show you again if you want.
I might. I know this sounds bad, but I might wear a MAGA Kangol.
Yeah.
Good, I don't know.
I'm a gun token patriot, God-fearing patriot. Pricing why they mad, cause I'm really maybe faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Gun toting, Bible reading, God believing, truth speaking American. This MAGA season, Democrats committing treason. I know they think it's sweet, but you don't know who you dealing with. This for free thinkers only. You ain't got no membership. They free to the repent out the cage, cause he innocent. Martin Roger Stone, cause the world know that he innocent. We need to kick out every single illegal immigrant. Mandatory voter ID laws we need to implement.
Sorry, I was getting propaganded.
Owen,
it hurts me. It hurts me.
I really don't like listening to people proselytize to me and like tell me forcibly tell me their beliefs. But I think I might have found a more offensive way for people to tell me their beliefs.
Yeah, I think you do.
It might be this right here.
I think you're right.
Please don't rap me your beliefs. I like this even less.
Tell Justin Smollett that I know this MAGA country. Tell China we know they trying to play us like some dummies. I looked deep into it and I did the math. Why did Obama send money to that Wuhan lab? What is...
Oh, jeez.
Obama sent money to the Wuhan lab?
Hey, wow. That's... oh, God.
Ooh.
Do I just get out of here, like, right away? Like, or do we need to hear more? Or do we need
Dude, you should send this to Jimmy James.
Oh, he's
I know
gonna
that's
love
an inside joke.
Yeah, but he will love it.
Jimmy James would eat this up.
Yes,
and
he
jam
would.
it.
Yeah, well, he'd be sharing it everywhere. And,
I kind of want to see that happen.
So
You should just send it to him.
all of his cash. Why they trying to take that Harvard guy and drop him a bag? Why is there so much propaganda? Funny you ask. How about that Bill Gates vaccine? Now, sorry I'll pass, cause I'm a gun toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Pricing why they mad, cause I'm really Navy faking it.
So wait, if Bill Gates funds the vaccine for the coronavirus, he's not gonna take it. Wait, why?
I don't know.
What's wrong with the bill? Oh, is Bill Gates gonna microchip us?
Yeah, probably. We all know that, though. We knew that years ago.
You know what, dude? I'm so okay with microchipping.
Yeah,
if it makes me
fine.
better,
Yeah.
is it gonna make me better? Can we get universal currency?
I don't
please?
want to. I don't want to get too much into it, but it is fascinating to see, the hip hop community getting and I think this is obviously a very small amount of people. This is feel this way in that community, but it does exist, and it's very interesting when you see it, in that world.
Bryson Gray really getting down with his Trump MAGA season.
Yeah. We'll move on here. We'll do.
Okay.
We'll do white kid goes full on gangsta, and that's all.
Cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz I told you I ain't got time for that. But nigga, today I got time, cuz.
A kid is smaller than me, which
He's
is
very
That
white.
is a very diminutive Caucasian man.
I mean, he's as skinny as me, but he's probably like 5'8", and yeah.
He's a shorty.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Pistol game, bitch. Right.
Pistol game.
You got your cousin right there.
But nigga, you came up on me on some funk shit, nigga. I don't make peace with niggas that come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you, nigga. You walked up on me and set down your beer like, nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz?
Huh?
How gangster are you, nigga? I'll show you how gangster I am, nigga. You can drop off your kid and run my fade.
You ain't hearing it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Nigga. I go
I think he was yelling at a small child for a lot of that.
hard, cuz you don't want to fuck with me.
That sounds like a lot. This sounds like this child is very angry.
Oof.
How old do you think this child is?
16.
Yeah, about there.
It also looked like they just caught a shot where it looked like he had pooped his pants.
Well, that's a lot.
Maybe a little. Maybe that's why he's so angry. He got poopy in his britches.
You remember the whole phenomenon of D's nuts that went around? It was a nice.
Oh,
that was the
these
best.
nuts was hilarious.
Oh, that we got D's nuts on people's court here. Let's check it out.
Well, it's good to see you alive. Yes. I don't know. Maybe this guy was on something. Maybe D hit him. Who knows? He was calling you the suspect in the court. You see? I don't know. Like I said, D hit him, so it wasn't me. Maybe.
What's D?
D's nuts. This guy's crazy.
D what?
Huh? D's nuts. Harvey?
The key
Got
is
him. Double
He
time.
did it. He did the D's nuts on
That's
people's court.
excellent.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
proud of that guy.
Ty, you like meatballs?
I mean, not really.
No, you're not a meatball guy. How you not a
Surprisingly
meatball
enough,
guy?
meatballs they're good on occasion, but I've never had like a freakish thing for meatballs like some
Okay.
people do.
All right. Well, this is the House of Meatballs challenge. We'll see how this goes.
This sounds amazing.
We're at the House of Meatballs in Los Angeles,
Okay.
California. Killing time. And I was like, man, who doesn't want to eat balls?
We've got a fairly attractive white woman here at the House of Meatballs. She's got a lot of shit
She
in her face.
is a self-proclaimed ball lover.
She loves the
just-
balls. And
Yeah.
we'll see.
Meatballs. Anyway, so the challenge here is to eat 24 balls. Meatballs.
Oh God.
That are dumped on with sauce. 2 full orders or a pound of the spaghetti, and 2 orders of cheesy bread. You have 40 minutes.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So 24 meatballs, a pound of spaghetti, and 2 things of crazy bread. Isn't that what she said?
2 loaves of garlic
yeah.
cheese bread.
Yeah.
You damn right.
In 30 minutes. No way. No way.
I don't, dude. That's so
30
much.
minutes?
30 minutes.
That's so much. Like that's
Just
just the
food.
mass.
The
is
bulk
just
of it.
A lot.
Yeah.
They made it a real challenge, you know what I mean? Like, if it was 45 minutes to an hour, that would be like, yeah, I could do that any day. But 30 minutes, that's
Even
like right on the
still,
line.
Even still, like that's a lot, man. Like, come on.
That's a lot. That's a lot of food.
Done it. 30-something odd who have not. The record time is by some younger dude, actually, like 10 minutes. And runner up behind that is Magic Mikey. So I was actually pretty impressed. So,
Dude, the guy who did it in 10 minutes.
in LA eat balls. So what we got here is lots of bread.
That's a lot of food.
Boom.
Holy
Half an hour, right?
fuck.
Give it a couple seconds here and we'll see what's happening.
Do it.
Alright guys, so I got 30 minutes to eat. Balls. Lots of
They're big meatballs too. Those are kind of hand-sized meatballs.
and not be hungry anymore and amazing. Like it a lot. So on that note, I think that we should get this going on the first bite, I guess they said it was. So let's cool down and we'll be putting a timer on the screen a little bit later here. And
Oh.
alright, I guess a 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Put the balls in your mouth.
All right, the timer started. I'm gonna have to fast forward through this clip a little bit.
Yeah, they're
here.
gonna have to like hyper speed this.
Yeah, we'll hyper speed this, but this chick's putting them down though. Skipped ahead there.
Oh wait, did she already finish all the spaghetti?
Yeah, it looks like it. She's only a minute 27 in. She's eaten a good portion of the meatballs. She does have a side plate of meatballs she's got to get down as well. But she is making easy work at this at 1 minute 40 seconds.
Oh my god.
Right?
Do it, girl. Do it.
I'll skip ahead.
Oh, good.
She's done.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. She went through all those meatballs.
Yeah, she did. She's a 2
in
minute.
under 3 minutes.
Yeah, dude. And just plowing down on that garlic bread.
This has got to be the only way to do it, is to catch it before your stomach is like, oh fuck, I'm so supremely full that
Just
I'm gonna vomit all this out.
Push it down, push it down. Yeah, I mean, she's not even, oh my God, she's not even at 4 minutes left. That was it, huh?
No.
That was it. That was it. New record.
Holy
No way.
fuck.
Dude.
What? Less than 4 minutes?
Less than 4 minutes. It sounds like, from what she said before
Yeah, it was
that.
like 356, 357.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. The guy stopped the timer.
At 340.
340. And
3 minutes and 40 seconds.
And the
Holy
previous record,
shit,
she said, was something around 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, dude, she like
She
quarter,
cooked them.
less than, like she thirded it.
That's impressive. Wow.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Wow. There's something weirdly sexy about a woman that can shovel down that much food, right?
There really is. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, it's something weird and odd about
Dude,
it, but
That's
that
impressive.
woman is
dude.
not really that attractive, but she
No.
is hotter because she just did that.
I agree with you, Tay. I'm on the same page. Yeah, she. Whoo.
That's just an impressive amount of food. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well done, girl. Well done.
Good job.
New record with the meatball challenge.
Holy smokes.
Whoo! We got two more clips here tonight. We got Stephen John Asante falls off golf cart. That's always fun.
Oh, I love a good
I'm having
golf
a hard
cart
time
crash.
moving around and doing this.
Oh, I think I've
So I
seen
have to
this
be
one
careful.
actually. This is, I think,
Oh no.
this is one of those making fun of fat people
Oh.
videos.
Oh,
but
that's a bad foot.
Oh boy.
That's
Oh,
a
boy.
bad foot.
This is
Oh my god.
this has got to be off like my 600-pound life or one, right? Like somewhere in there, like one of them shows. Like
Oh, this is gonna be rough to watch.
Yeah.
I went. You know what? This went from instant, like from the high of like, oh man, a golf cart crash too. Oh, this is gonna be a
this is
bad,
gonna be
sad
bad.
golf cart crash.
Well, they're helping him. Like the guy can't even lift his leg to get on the back of the golf
man.
cart on that back seat. and so somebody else is helping him do that, and he's getting onto the back of this golf cart.
I can see Ty's face right now. He hasn't even recovered. He's upset about this.
Yeah,
it knocked him back for a second. He had to.
Right
really
now, it
think
looks like a still frame of Mr. Clean trying to really help out an obese dude.
we're about there.
But I really don't think this is a good idea.
All right, just hold on. All right, ready? Let's go play golf.
All right, let's do this.
That's a strong golf
It's gonna
cart.
be a little bumpy. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! It should be okay.
What?
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go up a little bit of a curve here. I want you to get hurt.
What is going on with this human?
Hold it.
Oh
You all right?
no! Oh God! No!
Oh, man. Come on.
Oh, it looks like.
Oh!
No, I can't.
You can get a
No,
club.
my whole body, I can't.
I think that's his like real man dad. It's like, no, motherfucker, you need to get up.
You better get the fuck up.
No. Okay. No.
This
Can that
is really.
motherfucker stand?
I don't believe so, Ty.
Or you need
Ambulance.
You need an ambulance?
God, yeah. Oh God.
I can't believe this. I don't think he fell for real,
Oh God.
but I don't know. Because Steven has done this so many times. I'm not sure what to do right now. If he's hurt and I ignore it, he can end up with an emergency. But if he's faking, then he'll get more
look
pain
at that.
meds like he wants. And I feel like either choice is the wrong one right now.
Oh God, no. I can't.
Oh, so this is a pain pill.
Look at that
Well,
leg. God.
No, this is a
It's
guy.
hard to have, like, listen, I have plenty of empathy. Like, I really do, but that shit drives me absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's too much. Like, get,
Shit.
it's okay. Palate cleanser. I saved it for the
Oof.
last.
Oh God. Oh, I need the cleanse.
Here we go. Let's cleanse.
Cleanse me, please.
Somebody once told me
Ah.
the world is gonna roll me.
God damn
I
it.
ain't the
Oh,
sharpest
no,
tool
please
in
don't
the
roll it.
shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
So this is one of those deep fakes, and they're just cutting to different video clips where they've deep faked the actual mouthing of the words in various movies, and it's pretty impressive, man. Like, the deep fake game is strong, right?
This is just. This is getting scary.
Yeah, it is. Tom Hanks was just singing Smash Mouth.
Yeah, but it's. Oh.
Now we got Morpheus in there. Oh man, Steve Carell. Yeah. Tom Cruise. I mean, it's everybody. It's like every famous film ever now. Like,
It just doesn't matter anymore.
no, it doesn't.
We can do whatever we want. Okay, real quick. Was it necessary to put the CGI, the already CGI
No.
image in there?
No, because you could. Yeah, that one's dumb.
That one's a little less impressive.
That
Okay,
one's dumb.
that one. Okay,
Yeah,
I get that. But the actual people in existing films that are now look like they're exactly mouthing the words to this.
It's creepy.
Oh,
It's
that's-
definitely creepy.
Man, this is gonna be a fucking weird existence in one decade.
It's not. I don't even think it's gonna be that long, bro. I wish I could play more of it, but we're just gonna get butt fucked on copyright shit. So it's probably gonna be bad enough for the reality show on that last clip, but this one I can't really play just because it's the actual song. You know, it's not even a mashup. So that's about all you're gonna get. And yeah, that was clips.
Yeah, clap.
You know you want 'em, baby.
Come on.
You know we got 'em, baby. You
got
know
it.
you want 'em, baby. You know we
What you
got 'em,
talking
baby. Claps.
Yeah.
You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, that was indeed Clips. Let me go and take us back to some de-optimization so I can get our cameras back here. And
the intro and outro for Clips videos again. Tom did such; those are so good.
Oh, well, he's been doing, I mean, pretty much every video that Tom does is stellar. And hopefully you'll be seeing more of those even on other shows. I can't give too much away, but there are, we've had a lot of interest by some other shows to help develop some of theirs. So maybe in the future you'll get more of that fun stuff.
More Barilli.
More Barilli.
Barilli all the time.
Optimize the Barilli.
Ooh. Can we is Barilli not already optimized?
Nah, he's already optimized. He is.
That guy.
Yeah.
So optimized.
Yeah. Man. So it is about time that we take a little bit of a break, but before we do, I wanted to ask you, did your dad ever let you do the thing when you were a kid and sit on his lap while he's driving the car? And you get to steer the wheel a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm completely okay with that. And I think, that's part of growing up where, dad controls, you go real slow, and dad can control, the acceleration and, the braking of the car because your feet don't reach down there. But you're a little kid and you get to kind of, play around and learn how to steer, right? We all had that bit. My problem with it is that I saw the other day on Curry Ford, which is a fairly busy street, in the rain with thunderstorms approaching. We've already had thunder blasting. We've already had a fairly heavy rain starting. Wipers
thunder
going
blasting.
A good old thunder blasting.
Fuck you, you know what I mean. But
my wife doesn't like those. She said no thunder blasting.
Every now and then you got a thunder blast. Whatever.
Wipers are going crazy, and I see exactly that. A probably maybe 6-year-old child driving on an actual street, not a side street, a main road, while it's raining, wipers going, him controlling the wheel. I'm like, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't want to be too much, a pussification of America here, but my dad wouldn't have done that. My dad would have done it on a side street. He wouldn't have. I think.
Yeah, but after you did it a couple times, you got a little better, right? You could sort of keep the car straight. Maybe this is the kid's third run, and he's just chilling on Curry Ford. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe he's been doing this for a couple years, and now his dad can do what he wants.
Maybe
Dad's arms
maybe
don't
his
work
dad
that well.
was maybe his dad was drunk and needed to get some
Gotta
more.
get home somehow.
Maybe needed to head down to the 7-Eleven, grab some smokes,
Owen, what do you know? What if his dad was having a diabetic episode? Was having an issue.
Could be, but I'm not sure that that's the right way around this.
Those happen, right, Ty?
Situation.
It does happen.
Diabetic episode.
Yeah, it does. It does indeed happen, I'm sure, but I'm not so convinced that's the right move. Just all I'm saying. I don't know if my dad would have let me do that. And
I know my grandpa at probably 10 taught us to do the from the left, from the passenger seat, taught us how to shift through the gears.
I had to hold onto the wheel every once in a while
while Dad was hitting the fifth.
I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, maybe hold up, hey, keep it
Sparking
straight.
a dude.
Yeah, he wasn't that type of guy, but
I have held the wheel for friends while they're hey man, quick, hold the wheel while I spark this.
But not at
Definitely
6.
been there.
But not at 6. I don't know how I feel about that. that being said, it is time that we take a little bit of a break.
Time for a smoko.
It is time for a smoko. When we get back, I've got plenty more stuff that I want to address. I want to talk a little bit about the new vacation that I'm planning right now. I want to talk about... Yeah, I'm talking about a little, little bit of
Let's
vacation.
talk about this.
And gonna talk about.
What do you?
Don't you worry about it. I'll tell you when we get back. And I want to talk about different ketchup preferences. That's what I want to talk about when we get back from break.
Can be a divisive issue. Yes.
Yeah, indeed.
What do you put your ketchup on?
Well, we'll find out here in the second segment. Boys, what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment? Fuck your dreams.
Welcome.
We'll be right back. 10-15 minutes. We love you.
Welcome. Fuck your dreams.